I was thinking this morning about the fly, the most famous fly in the world. Some have called that fly. It's the fly that landed on Vice President Pence's beautiful snow white hair. And such a contrast, that black fly on his hair. But it was so distracting. In fact, Al Mohler said something in his briefing today. He gives a podcast called The Briefing, Al Mohler. And he said something about that fly, reminded him of it was so distracting. Every time the camera panned on Pence, we saw that fly and couldn't think about anything else. He said, sometimes you can think about this as being what distracts us, distractions we get when we're having our quiet time, praying, reading the Bible, and the flies of distraction come in. And they could be anything from our concerns about family, relationship, finances, a multitude of concerns. But the antidote for that is knowing Jesus, studying him in his word. In fact, Psalm 1 says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in that law doth he meditate day and night." And in fact, it's John 1:1 said, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And verse 14, "The Word became flesh and dwelt among us." And 2 Peter encourages us for that too. It said, for 2 Peter 1:3, "The divine power of Jesus is all that we need to live a godly life through our knowledge of him." It's personal, our knowledge of him. And that comes by reading the word. So the distracting nature of flies, they're there, they come in and interrupt the thought process and communion with God. So what you have to do is swat them. Don't worry about the fact that they're there unless you stop swatting them. You swat them when they come along. And in fact, I was thinking about Wes's sermon this morning. He reminded me that that's a good thing to remember with his passage. Renewing your mind. That's what we do with the word, and he's going to preach on that. So the thing to remember is, don't worry about the fact that the flies exist. Just swat them with the word.